are diving into the fundamental building blocks of C# programming. Data types. What are data types? So, data types specify the type of data that a valid variable can hold. In this example, we have declared a variable called result with data type integer int, and we are initializing a value 55 to variable result. Here 55 is a valid integer value which result is holding in its memory. In C#, data types are divided into three main categories: value data type, a reference data type, and pointer data type. Value data type will directly store the variable value in its memory. In C#, value data types can be following types: signed and unsigned integer types, floating types, character, decimal, and boolean types. Integer data type. Integer data type are whole numbers without any decimal point. They are perfect for counting things. Example: int number of apples 42. Number of apple is a variable for which I am assigning 42. 42 is a whole number which specifies the count of apples. Let's print this. Here for concatenating string type and integer type, we are using plus operator, and we'll end our sentence with semicolon. Let's run this program. So we got the output: total apples I have 42. In this example, number of apples is an integer variable that stores the count of apples. For int data type, 4 bytes of memory is allocated in RAM. Integer data types can be signed or unsigned. Signed integer data type represent a number with its sign, and the sign can be positive or negative. For example, int temperature equal to -10. This is a signed integer data type. Unsigned integer data types. Unsigned integer represent only positive numbers. It will not have any sign. For example, you can take this only: int number of apples. We are initializing with 42, which is a unsigned data type. Here are data types and number of bytes allocated to that specific data type in the RAM. Integer data types are byte, signed byte, short, unsigned short, int, and unsigned int. So for unsigned, we will represent using uint. Unsigned means you know already, like it's only the positive values. Int will represent both positive and negative values. Signed int. Long and unsigned long. 1 byte of memory is allocated for byte in RAM. If you are sure about your number value which lies between 0 or 255, then you can use byte data type. For signed integers between this range -128 to 127, you can use signed byte, and same thing follows for the rest. Based on the range, you can pick your integer type. If your requirement is to store large values, then you can go with long data type, whose range is between -9 quintillion to 9 quintillion. Same like int, you can use other data types: byte a equal to 10, short b equal to 20, and long c equal to some large value. Float data type. Floating point data type represent the values with decimal points, like prices or measurements. Example: float pi equal to 3.14. For float, we use f as suffix. If the floating point number lies between 7 significant digit range, then we prefer using float, and if the number is large, 15 significant digits, then we prefer using double or decimal data type. Same with double, we declare using double a equal to 345.89. D we use as suffix to double, and decimal b equal to 0.89. M we use as suffix to decimal. Character data type. Characters represent individual letters or symbols. We use char to define character data types. Example: char grade equal to A, or char gender equal to male or female. In this case, grade is a character variable holding the grade A. Characters are enclosed within single quotes. Character data type will hold 2 bytes of memory in a RAM. Boolean data type. Booleans represent binary values, say true or false. Bool keyword we use to define Boolean data type. Bool is active equal to true, or bool is sunny equal to true. In this case, is sunny is a Boolean variable indicating whether it's sunny or not. If it's sunny, then I will sit at home and study. If it's not sunny, then I will go out to play. Boolean will occupy 1 bytes of memory in RAM in the form of binary values. True means 1 and false means 0. Date time data type. Let's get timely with date time. It helps to handle dates and times. Example, date time current date equal to date time dot now. Let's print the value of current date on our console. Datetime dot now gets the current date that is set on your computer. Let's run this. Reference data types. We saw value data types will directly store the value of variable in its memory. But in case of reference data type, it will not store the variable value directly into its memory. Instead, reference data types will store the memory address of a variable value. Reference data types are categorized into strings and objects. Let's understand reference data types, strings and objects in detail with help of program. String data type. Strings are nothing but they are sequence of characters. Strings are used for handling text like name or messages. String keyword is used to specify a string data type. String A equal to hello. And let's print this. So it says hello. Now let's declare one more string B and we will initialize it with A. Here string B gets a reference to same string as A, that is hello. Let's modify string A equal to world. Let's print both the string. First string A, I will execute this now. We got the output string A as world and string B as hello. In this example, variable A and B both are reference type of string class. B gets the reference to same string as A. When A is modified, it does not affect the string B because strings are immutable in C#. Immutable in a sense, object cannot be modified after it is defined. This modification creates a new object of string A and string B retains its reference to the original string A, not the modified one. Object data type. In C#, there is no specific object data type, but there is a general purpose object type. Object type is a reference type that serves as the base for all the other data types. So, object can hold values of any data type, making it more versatile. In a sense, able to do many different activities. Object types are used when specific data type is unknown at compile time, like whose value is not known. Let's understand object data types with an example. Here the scenario is storing value of unknown types. Object is a keyword we use to define object data types. Let's declare unknown value variable as object type. I am assigning an integer to unknown value equal to 100. Now let's check the type of this unknown value. We'll copy unknown value and check its type. So there is a built-in function for knowing the type of particular variable. We can use a getType method. As you can see, getType method gets the type of instance. In a sense, whatever value we are passing, it gives us the data type of that value. It gives the output system.in32. Let's make the output a bit more understandable. I'll put here colon and space and I will rerun the program. It gives us the output. The type of variable is system.in32. In a sense, it's an integer data type. Let's see one more example. Now in this unknown value, I will store a string data type hello world and we'll relearn this program. So now it's returning the type system.string. In a sense, it's a string data type. This demonstrates how object can be used to store values of different types in flexible manner when the specific data type is not known until runtime. Our third data type is a pointer data type. Pointer data type will store the memory address of the variable value. In C Sharp, pointer data types are declared using asterisk symbol, star, example int star. This represents a pointer to integer, and to get pointer details we use ampersand symbol. It is known as address operator used to determine the address of variable. And asterisk, it is a indirection operator used to access value of an address. Let's understand this with an example. Int num equal to 42. I am declaring num variable with integer data type and initializing it with value 42. Let's define pointer variable. Int star pointer equal to ampersand num. Here we are getting one error. Pointers and fixed size buffers only be used in unsafe context. So let's declare unsafe context for this pointer. We will declare unsafe context using unsafe keyword. In this line, a pointer variable is created with integer pointer type and we are assigning the address of num variable. Now let's print this pointer variable on our console and see what exactly is stored in this variable. Direction operator pointer. Let's rerun this. So the value at memory address pointer variable is 42. As a conclusion, we learned about the C Sharp data types, value, reference, and pointer data types and their categories. And there you have it, a tour of essential data types in C Sharp. Remember, understanding these data types is like having a powerful toolkit for your coding adventure. So, if you have found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Happy coding, and I will see you in the next one soon.